going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 24 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some upcoming and free content that's going to be dropping in Diamond Dynasty over the next couple days, and also talk about how you can redeem codes all year to earn free diamonds. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So we're going to start with a couple players, and two of them have passed, unfortunately, already, so you can't redeem them now, but I want to show you how to do so in the future you're going to be aware of this stuff. Number one, if you go over to the store, there is a free pack that features a free 87 overall, and it's going to be part of the Seal series. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. If it's coming from me, I probably am. It's a Ha Seung Kim. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. If I am, my apologies to him. He doesn't know who I am. But basically, you can open up this pack in the store right now and get a free 87 overall diamond. It takes less than 30 seconds to redeem this one. Here are the attributes on the card. It is part of the Set 1 collection, so make sure you get it done before it expires, because this card will help you get more free cards in the long run. So this was out a couple days ago. A lot of you probably already know about this by now, but two other free diamonds were redeemable as of yesterday. Now, unfortunately, I waited until today to make this video. I could have did it last night, or at least I should have did it last night, because these have now expired and you can no longer get them. But I want to put this in the video because I assume that this is something that's going to take place all year long. So bookmark this site. It's codes.theshow.com. I assume this is going to be similar to locker codes in NBA 2K. I don't really play NBA 2K, but I'm kind of familiar with the process. Basically, there were two different codes that you could put in. So O Yankees and O Dodgers. And if you try to do it now, unfortunately, look towards the top right, you're going to get invalid code. And I saw a lot of people talking about this. I said, let's make a video on it. I tried to redeem the codes. I got invalid code. I saw a lot of people on Twitter were having the same problem. It looks like these are time sensitive. So really, you only had until yesterday. I don't know if it was like midnight Eastern, midnight Pacific, but at this point, it's too late. So again, the reason I bring it up is because I want you guys to be familiar with the website and pay attention, because I will be tweeting these things out when they go live in the future. So make sure you're following me over on Twitter, and I'll, if time permitting, definitely make videos on it as well. So my apologies for getting this out so late. It's a little bit too late. Now, if you guys didn't know who those players were, it's going to be one Yankee player and one Dodger player. Of course, you can actually see them if you go to your inventory and go to flashbacks. The 87 overall free diamond for the Yankees would have been Nestor Cortez, and normally when you go to a card in inventory, it'll tell you like where you can earn this player. You can see as I cycle through different cards, it'll point you into the direction whether you got to buy it, where you can earn it from a program. This one literally says nothing. If you try to view locations, you can't see anything. So this is the card that you missed out on if you weren't able to redeem it, but hopefully we get more of these in the future. And then if I go back over to the Yankees, the Dodgers, the card that would have redeemed for the O Dodgers code would have been a Chris Taylor card. So again, here is the card that you missed out on, but this seems like good news that it's something we can expect going forward, and hopefully it leads to some really good cards, free cards throughout the year that are also part of the Set 1 collection. I talked about this in a video that we dropped on opening day. For these season collections here throughout the year, we're going to get tons and tons and tons of cards, right? And for now, we're still in Set 1. Set 1 probably won't expire for a very long time, but you can see the more Set 1 cards you collect, the better the rewards are. If you look over at the reward tiers, if you can get 30 of these cards, and there's a handful of them that you can get for free, you get an 89 overall Craig Biggio. I'm sure a lot of people have already unlocked that card. 70 cards get you a free 91 overall John Franco, and the more you collect, when you get to 280, 300, and 325, you got 399 overall cards waiting for you. So anytime there's a chance to get a free Set 1 card, you need to do everything that you can do to make sure you get it. And obviously, as we get more cards and content into the game, more of these cards will become available, which will make it easier to get to that 280, 300, and 325. But you can see this one free card that we talked about is part of that Set 1 collection. Let's talk about upcoming and hopefully some more free content that we can expect in the future. So if you ever want to see the content schedule when you're in your Diamond Dynasty menu, regardless of what screen you're on, if you just press up on the D-pad, it will show it to you. You can see over on the right a bunch of things that are on the way and the dates along with it. I really wish we saw this in Madden Ultimate Team all the time. if you want to kind of get this set, the 2 days in the week that I would try to kind of remember and think about as far as when content comes out, if you forget it, is usually Tuesdays and Fridays. That's when we get most content. It usually comes out at about 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, and it doesn't look like anything is scheduled for tomorrow, which I would say is a little bit disappointing. I kind of thought we'd get something. They may throw out some packs there, and if you guys know of anything that is coming out tomorrow that I'm missing, let me know down below in the comment section. But opening day is upcoming on the 28th, which I believe is a Thursday, and basically every MLB game that takes place that day, they're going to give one or multiple players a supercharged card. So if you're not familiar with what supercharged is, basically the live series cards will get updated with boosted attributes for a 24 to 48 hour window, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, based on how they played in a game IRL. Now, it won't be as frequent as every single game, every single day as the season goes on, but for opening day, they kind of treat it special because it's opening day. And not to say this is a great opportunity to make a ton of stubs, but if you're in your play screen, you go all the way over to the bottom right to player updates, the first option you're going to see, and I don't think my face cam is completely blocking it, but you're going to see supercharged players. So right now, Mookie Betts got one for the games that are taking place between the Padres and the Dodgers. Obviously, his diamond card is really, really expensive, so this one probably wasn't going to fluctuate a ton in price, and there wasn't really going to be a great opportunity to make stubs off of it. But the reason I bring this up is because if we go back over to the schedule, on opening day on the 28th, there could be some very low-level and inexpensive cards. I'm talking commons, bronze, silver cards that get supercharged and skyrocket in price because of that. So if you're watching the games and you get a hunch on who you think might get a supercharged card because they're having a really good game, couple home runs, hitting for a cycle, lots of strikeouts, things of that nature, you might want to go quickly and try to invest in those cards. And if you happen to already have those cards, it's going to be a good opportunity to sell them at elevated prices to make stubs. And if you need them for sets or whatever, you go back and buy them later after the supercharge ends and they go down back in price. Now on the 29th, this is what I'm excited for, the Egg Hunt program. They did this for the first time last year and it was a ton of fun. There were basically just different random objectives that you needed to find, whether it was in-game, somewhere in the menus, and every time you completed one of them, you got an egg collectible, and once you got all of the egg collectibles, you could trade those in for a free player. I actually went back and found my video on it from last year, and it was multiple free players. Now, the overalls probably won't be as high because last year the game was a little bit different. There were a ton of free 95, 97s, 98s, 99s at launch. It's not going to be like that this year, but you can expect free content. And if you look in the thumbnail here, it does say set 1, which is season 1 right now with the S1 on the cards. And I talked about that big collection where you could potentially earn free 99 overalls. Whatever cards come from this hidden egg hunt program will likely go into that season 1 set as well. Also on the 29th, we're going to be getting an update to the ranked program. I actually don't really know what to expect from that because I wanted to check and see what was going on with it now, if it had an expiration or what they could possibly add to it or update to it. But unfortunately, there's an issue going on with PlayStation Network right now where it's saying that people's PlayStation Plus accounts are not up to date, and it's just not true. Like, I double checked mine. I'm good until August, so I don't know what's going on there, so I can't fully go in and check it. But we're gonna have an update to the ranked program on next Friday as well. And then on the 5th, which I think is Tuesday, 3 legendary storylines, you know, the storyline mode right now. And look at that. As we're doing this, Jake Cronenworth got himself a supercharged card. I was just talking about that. So again, if we go to over our home screen and then go to player updates, supercharged players, you're now going to see his card pop up, which was a 73 overall, and it's all the way up to a 91 overall. And let's see, do I have any? I do not. But as you can see, he's already skyrocketed in price. You go over the marketplace trends and you can see what's happening here. So this is the power of supercharged cards, especially this early in the year. As the year goes on, they don't become as important, but the first like month or so of Diamond Dynasty, it's a great opportunity to make some stubs. So I'm happy that kind of happened while I was live recording here. Back to the content schedule, just to finish it up. More legendary storylines. This could lead to more free content. Team Affinity Chapter 2 will definitely lead to more free content. So that's what you can expect on the way. We'll be back with another video tomorrow going over the companion app and kind of part 2 to our guide on flipping cards to make stubs on your account so you can buy other things. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.